Hi everyone, my name is MJ Kim. I'm a human resources and health and safety consultant. Today I want to talk about the Brandon, Manitoba, which is located in Manitoba province. And then I want to introduce the original pilot program. At the second largest city in Manitoba, the Brandon, is announced that they are receiving applicant, which is from the economic development in Manitoba. So in order to apply for this, you guys need to register your profile online, and then Brandon and 55-kilometer radius of Brandon. And if you find a job from there that who is which is registered in the economic development website, and then make sure that you have a proper qualification, your full name and education history. So if you are graduate from outside of Canada, and then you have to do the assessment process, which is your educational verification assessment, and then actually that needs to get it done. Also, you need to complete your IELTS, or like CELPIP, and which other compatible the languages school, and must be the completed, and then match with your NOC the level. On a monthly basis, the Brandon RNIP recommendation committee reviews the highest scoring, and then either they will approve or not. After 6 months, and the application will no longer be under consideration. So you need to make sure that you gotta check it a monthly basis, so which is you are selected for the community, or like if the 6 months have been passed, then actually there is no longer acceptable for that, so you need to reapply it. So the foreign national receive the confirmation IRCC, so you can, after you got approved, and then you are able to apply the permanent resident application through the federal immigration program. So first time user electronic job application system, you upload your all the profiles, and then apply for the job. So if you are qualified, you must be in the Brandon area within 2 weeks for the screening and an interview. So first things that I want to introduce the Maple Leaf Food Brandon. Maple Leafs located in 6535 Richmond Avenue East. Their job is two shifts, continental, the rotating shift is 7 to 3:30 and 3:30. Afternoon shift is 3:30 to 12. And skill level is considered as a C, and the wage is between 15.10 to 21.25. But usually the most guys are starting with a starting weight, and then time goes by based on their seniority and skill level upgrade. They can be at maximum up to 21.25 according to their collective agreement. So to be considered for this position, all applicants must be able to attend the screen session that will include both an interview and physical demands assessment. So physical demand assessment is to make sure they can lifting up and bending and twisting for certain functional ability to handle this job. So that basically they're gonna take the test when they get into the Brendan. So participate as part of team. The processing hogs produce fresh and frozen product. It's almost like a food processing. In order to require for this job and obtain this job, and they will have to have a CLB level 4, which is the minimum requirement for the English test. So job certification, licensing, registration, nothing required, but they just need to suitable for this position that hire for. They are able to rotating day and afternoon shift, and then have heavy lifting and twisting bendings to make sure that they can do this job. So they have a good job benefit, and also they will have a career advancement to be a lead hand or higher position. And I'm just want to talk about the computer programmers. The NemoBiz solution offer that there's a 5J18 NOC level A marketing communication business development. Job purpose is a CRM, post operating system, write, modify, integrate, and link software code. So basically, they are looking for the programmers who has experience for that position. As you can see, the CLB level they require to be a 6 to ensure you meet the language requirement, and 3 years experience with the development, Java, and all the OOP. So all kind of this requirement make sure that you are qualified for this job that they hire for. So medical secretary, podiatrist, pork production technician, Maple Leaf. So let's see what kind of job that it is. Same as a maple leaf, then which is location is Hawk River. So when you check it out, the location it has to be on the 55 kilometers of boundary. So Maple Food Leaf is Canada's leading consumer packaging protein company headquartered. Usually, if you go to the Costco, Walmart, or Superstore, you can see that the Maple Leaf ham, which is Canada's most famous food brand. So position summary is a successful applicant will be responsible for assisting with all area production, including feeding and general care of hogs. So basically, they need to take care for the pigs that before they go into the slaughter. So that's industrial meat cutters. So let's see the production workers. I don't think this is required for the high skill level. Just working 40 hours a week, full-time permanent product food processing, wage start at 15-20. To be considered for this position, make sure that you guys every screen session are held every 2 weeks. So you get the interview and the physical assessment that I showed up before. Uh, they have a decent benefit and a language requirement CLB4, uh, like a previous industrial manufacturing plant experience asset is but not required. Ensure safe and hygiene. They need to understand the Manitoba food safety and health and safety. There are kind of different jobs: medical secretary, podiatrist, Westman food cleaning, um, pork production technician's job, um, sanitation workers. I don't. This is another like a lower skill job, and 40 hours a week. NOCD entry level occupant, food processing, health and safety, starting $17 an hour. Let's see the why they offer the higher wage than the production workers. The primary tasks include cleaning production equipment, machines, and works areas. On participate as part of team processing hogs and produce fresh and frozen pork with the various tasks in the employer keep up with the fast pace. Scissor lift operator and jitney operator. So the reason they offer that high, you must be working at height and make sure that you know how to wear the harness and attach the lanyard. So make sure that you guys working at height, up and down and sanitation work. That's why they are offering the high wages. Let's see the traditional Chinese acupuncturist. So you must be licensed in Manitoba, and working hours is 30 to 40, and job level is NOCCB, and salary range is starting rate is $16.50, and language level is CLB5 is required. In order to apply for Brandon RNIP, you must take a look at the job within the 55 kilometers radius Brandon area, and which is posted in the economic develop in Brandon. Must create a profile and make sure that before you apply it and then register it, and you must have your English level, the score, which is IELTS or CELPIP, based on your job skill level that you apply for. And number two is your educational assessment. If you are graduate your high school or the higher level education from foreign country rather than in Canada, and then you must complete for the for example the World Educational Services, and they provide for your Canadian school equivalency assessment. So you need to complete that. That usually takes us 3 months. So prepare that one as fast as you can.